Hello everyone, this is Perfact Daze here and welcome to my channel. My question for you today is, how do you pack for a Disney trip in a minimalistic way? Okay, so talking about going to Disney and minimalism seems kind of like an oxymoron because a lot of times Disney is a very indulgent place to be. And so I'm going to attempt to talk about how I keep things minimal while I am traveling. And so this will be helpful for you if you are also going to Disney and hoping to not spend a ton of money. And also if you are just interested in Disney in general, you might get a few good ideas from this video as well. The first thing I want to talk about are some of the things that I like to bring on these trips. I haven't been to Disney in a very long time because of the pandemic, but prior to that, I did like to go fairly regularly. And so every time I go, I bring the same Minnie Mouse doll, as you can see over here, so that there can be a relationship built with this particular doll. When you are at the parks, it is very, very tempting to bring a bunch of stuffed animals back home. And the best advice I have is to maybe take a picture of your favorite stuffed animals, but just invest in one or two, because it's a lot of fun while you're on the trip, but then when you're at home, storage can be a problem. And so the only Disney doll that I have is Minnie Mouse, and I've had her for years, and so I really enjoy that. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you know that my travel bag is the Neverfull. This is the one in the Damier Ebene print with the rose ballerine interior. And my favorite bag that I will be using at the actual parks is this one over here, Pochette Accessoire in the Damier Ebene print, and I've added my own crossbody strap to it. And if I did want to dress up the bag and make it a little bit more Disney, you can always hang something on the side. And so I have this little guy over here, and I actually won this in one of those, you know, those claw machines. And so there's that, and it didn't come with this little clip, and so I added this clip on so you can just add it to your bag easily. So if I want to make my bag a little bit more Disney, I can do that. And if it starts to bother me, of course, I can just take that off as well. And so far, as you can see, I have a bit of a pink theme. So that's what the two look like side by side. And what I'm wearing today is actually something that I'm considering to wear at the park as well, because I know that in December it's going to be a little bit cooler. So I am wearing sort of like a thin sweater and a corduroy skirt. It looks like this. And then I'm also wearing my knee-high or thigh-high socks that I've showed you in previous videos. And I like that because when it's cold, you can have them on, and if it gets really hot, you can actually just take them off. And on my top of my head, as you can't see, I have these ears. And so these pink sparkly ones, these are actually, I think these are actually children's ears for my children's costume, but I think it looks perfectly fun on an adult as well. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, you can take a look at the children's section, especially if you have a small head. I'm going to quickly show you some of the other ears in my collection as well. So I'm going to be bringing all of these. I think the more that I bring, the less I'm tempted to buy ears at the park. Back in the day, you would just have one or two pairs of ears and that would be enough. And my very first pair is this one here. This is the classic. I'm not sure if they still sell this one, but I really like it because it is the most classic Minnie Mouse ears that I can think of. Like, it has the furry black ears and it has the puffy bow. Mine is a little bit, getting a little bit worn, but still, I think still good. And then, as I said, my second pair is this children's one here that is nice and sparkly, goes with my outfit. And then I have two more that I got at a discount. I think these were both from, like, they're officially licensed for Disney, but I got them, I'm not sure if I got them from Claire's or something like that. So this one here is also a very popular design. I think they either still sell this at the parks or they did very recently. It's the one with the silver dots. I think mine is a little bit smaller because it is the one from Claire's. And same with this one. This is the Millennium Pink ears. And this one is just a tad smaller than the Disney Parks version because I think it is meant for children, but I think it works fine. And so those are the 4 that I'm going to bring, and I'm going to be sharing these with family members as well, and that's why there's so many of them, but it also gives me options. I'm not planning to buy any ears when I'm there. I might try some of them on, but I won't be purchasing any because I don't want to have too big of a collection. Other things that you can possibly bring to the park to wear on your head could be some of these other things here that I have. You can have a little crown, headband, and it doesn't have to be marked with any particular princess. And then there's also this one that reminds me of Snow White. Okay, so I wanted to show you some of the other outfits that I will be wearing at the park. So there are 4 Disney parks. There's Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. Of these 4, I will only be attending 3 of them. So just Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom. I will not be going to Hollywood Studios this time. I associate each park with a different color. And so for Magic Kingdom, because I feel like the castle is its icon, I think of princesses. And when I think of princesses, I think of the color pink. And so I will be wearing an outfit, either this exact outfit or outfit very similar where I am incorporating pink. When I am at Epcot, I like to wear blue. So it would be a very similar outfit to what I'm wearing right now, but I'll be wearing a blue skirt. This is a blue tweed skirt, and I'll be wearing it with a white top. Okay, so this is the blue skirt. I could actually wear it with the same top that I had on with the pink, but I'm actually planning to wear it with a different top. It will be a cotton one that's white and it has some buttons in the front. I will probably change that to that in a little bit. And then for the blue skirt, I would either pair it with one of the red ears, so either this one here or this one. I think this one, because the silver reminds me of the giant ball in Epcot Center, so I think this one will be the outfit that I wear to Epcot. For Animal Kingdom, because it is outside, it reminds me of green a lot, and so I will be wearing a green skirt. So let me just get that one. And my green skirt looks like this. I have a couple of skirts that are from the Wilford brand at Aritzia that have lasted really well throughout the years. This is, I think, a faux suede. It has a zipper, and you can wear the zipper either in the front. I like to wear it in the back, and it holds its shape really, really well. And so you can see that if I were to wear the skirt, it would kind of look like this. And so I will be wearing this one with probably these ears at Animal Kingdom. And so it's really helpful when you have just simple tops and bottoms that you can mix and match while you are traveling. And then finally, I will be at Disney near Christmas, but not actually on Christmas, but they will still have their Christmas decorations up. And so I also have red for the festive season, also because red is sort of a Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse color as well. And so I will be wearing that. I will be changing my top. I have a dark gray top that I can be wearing with this, and I also have that white shirt. So if I have an opportunity, I'm going to change and show you that outfit. Okay, so this is what the other top looks like that I was talking about. So I think I'm bringing a couple of shirts that look like these because I think that they pair well with the various skirts, and also a couple of sweaters, and they look very similar. Like I like sort of like these types of tops with like a bit of a puffy sleeve to them. And you might notice that in a lot of my outfits, I don't wear anything with graphics on them. I think that graphics are really cute and festive, but I don't own anything like that, mostly because I know that when I come back into my real life after vacation, I don't tend to wear anything with graphics. And so I like to wear outfits that I will also wear outside of vacation as well. And so for me, the main thing when I'm deciding what to wear for the parks is just color matching what I think is associated with the park. Like, for example, as I said, the red with Mickey, or the red with Christmas, or the green with Animal Kingdom, or the blue with Epcot. And if I was going to Hollywood Studios, actually, I think Hollywood Studios, I would be wearing the red if I was going there. And so in terms of traveling, we will be driving this time. And so when you are driving, you're in a vehicle for a longer period of time. But what's nice is that you don't have to worry about how much luggage you can or cannot carry, because there's no limit to that. It's just whatever fits in your car. So in the car, I just want to be comfortable. So I'll quickly show you what I'll be wearing in the car. Okay, so in the car, I will be wearing these stretchy leggings, and these are actually the leggings that I wear when I work out. They're really comfortable, they're high-waisted. These are from TNA, and I also feel like they're pretty warm. I will be leaving from a pretty cold climate. It is snowing where I am right now, and as I get down to Orlando, of course it gets warmer, but the leggings are still going to want. Over top of it, I will be wearing a hoodie. So then the key is kind of dressing in layers, and if the park gets cold as well, this hoodie will also come in handy to show you. So I'll just layer myself wearing the hoodie, and then I also have this black coat over here. It's short and it's very soft, right? But it's still very warm. And I would just layer this on top. And so depending on the day, I could just start taking off the layers. So from the coldest time, I'm wearing this, and then I can take this off. And then of course I can take this off as well. So that is what my tip is for when you're moving from a colder climate to a much warmer one, to dress in layers. In terms of footwear, I think because I am coming from a very cold place, I will be wearing my Uggs, but the shoes I'll be wearing to the parks are these flats, because I think they go well with my socks. And I know that a lot of people wear running shoes to the parks, but honestly, these flat shoes are the most comfortable for me. And so, of course, I think I would recommend running shoes for everybody, but also just wear whatever is comfortable, and this matches all of my outfits. Okay, in terms of minimalistic souvenirs, I have a couple of ideas. So the first one is a charm bracelet. A charm bracelet is a really good idea because it doesn't take up a lot of space. Like me bringing my charm bracelet will take up practically no space at all. I could probably put it in my purse, or I could just wear it with me. And this is actually the really inexpensive one. So it doesn't even have to be the expensive one. It comes with the castle charm on it already on it. Let me see if I can just show it up close. If I can't show it up close right now, I'll insert a separate clip, and then you can get these separate charms. So for example, this one here, like you can take it off. And the one that I had picked last time was this one, the Mickey head with the American flag. And I would recommend that you pick the charms that kind of look like the silver ones, because I got a whole like enamel one. If I can find a picture of it, I'll show it to you, and it got horribly chipped. And so I won't be purchasing that type of charm again. And what's nice is that the charm, whatever one you choose, can represent how you felt on the trip. So a very inexpensive and minimal souvenir that you can add on from year to year. Another small souvenir that doesn't take up a lot of space at all is the pressed coin collection. And then in it, there are plenty of spaces for all the pressed pennies that you can get. So I have some from last time, but as you can see, I still have a lot of spaces for more coins this time, and I won't have to buy a new book or anything like that. And then once you take it back home, it takes up very little space on your shelf, and so it doesn't need to be big and cumbersome. Okay, so my next clip, I'll show you how exactly I pack all my stuff. Okay, so this is my suitcase. It's nothing fancy, but it has served me very well over the years. It's just a basic black suitcase, and I am on the market for something new maybe next trip, but this is going to work super well for this one. And it has this really nice big front pocket. I'm just going to show you what's inside. So here I just have some slippers that I like to wear at the hotels. And what's nice about them is that they are relatively inexpensive. And so once you're done with your hotel stay after a few days, you can just throw them out. I also have some extra garbage bags, and I also have a dispenser for soap. A lot of hotels, of course, give you soap, and it's usually a bar soap, and I like to wash my hands with a dispenser, so I just keep that there. So at the top, I have a bottle of hand sanitizer, and I used this the last time I went on a trip, and at that time, people were still worried about the pandemic, and people are still worried about the pandemic now, but it's also cold and flu season, so it's just good to have extra sanitizer on with you. I have a small pair of scissors with a cap, and this is good when you just need to cut the tags off of something. So this is what the inside of my suitcase looks like. Playing cards from many years ago when I went to Disney. So it's for the 40th anniversary, and now they're celebrating the 50th anniversary. So it's been a decade of Disney fun. And I like to put the heaviest things at the bottom of the suitcase, and this part is the bottom of the suitcase. My heaviest thing is my toiletries bag. So I've had this brown Coach toiletries bag for well over a decade. It's gone on so many trips with me. This bag carries enough supplies for about a week for me, and so it's a very good size. I'm gonna just put that at the bottom. Then I have my clothes in these packing cubes, and I purchased these packing cubes when I was just testing out whether I want to use packing cubes, and I know that I do, and so I'm also at some point in the future looking to invest in some nicer ones. But what I do like about these ones is that they have the mesh top so you can see what is inside. Some packing cubes are completely covered and you just have to remember what's inside, but here you can just do at a glance. And so here I have my pajamas, and then this packing cube has my shirts, and this one has socks, underwear, and an extra shirt at the top, and so that fits nicely. So when I pack my things, I like to roll up my clothes because it creates fewer wrinkles, but wrinkles do happen anyway. So I have brought my steamer with me, and I just put it in a Ziploc bag so that can just be placed here as well. So for my skirts, I didn't put them in a packing cube, so I think I'm just going to somehow lay them in my suitcase like this. So I originally had my Minnie Mouse ears in a plastic bag, but then I had these extra packing cubes, and so I placed them inside here. This is the bag that's going to be sitting up with me in the car, and it's good for easy access. This is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, once again with the rose ballerine interior. And so some things I like to have on hand with me is this toiletries bag. And I really like this bag because it is very simple and very spacious. It is actually a Christian Dior toiletries bag that I got with a purchase of skincare last year. And inside right now I just have my curlers because if I'm going to be sitting in the car for a while, it's nice to kind of just put a wave in my hair so the curlers can be put on, and then I can just take them off whenever I am leaving the car. So I'm debating whether or not to take this with me. This is just a Ferragamo case that came during a overnight flight on EVA Air, and inside there is like just a toothbrush, toothpaste, a sleep mask, a comb, and some earplugs, and I can put anything else in the middle. I also just have a box of keto bars as a snack. Of course, I have some of my Disney things, and I put those in my Neverfull, so I just packed that right now to show you. That's what my stuff looks like inside. I might add a reading book or a notebook and pen to write in. I could also have Minnie Mouse just laying on top if I wanted to. Also nice is to carry an extra duffel bag with you, and this one is super strong and super thin. It is from Muji, and it's meant to be very packable, and so you can just put this in your bigger suitcase, and if you bought some things, you can just put stuff inside. It is very, very spacious and very, very lightweight. And so right now I'm just going to put in paper plates and utensils. I have actually some extra festive paper plates. And I have a box of masks. And then sometimes in the car you just never know, you need something to wipe with. So I have a whole row of paper towels I can just put in here. In any case, you can put a ton of things in here. I might even put my shoes in a bag and put my shoes in here, the pair that I'm not wearing until I get to Orlando. So this next clip is just a cute little way to get into the Disney holiday spirit without spending a lot of money. I got a few of these chocolate surprise eggs that promise little ornaments in them. They didn't all come with ornaments, but in the end I did end up getting Mickey and Minnie, and they go well with my small tree.
This is just an inexpensive way to get your Disney fill without making a bigger investment in buying bigger, more expensive Disney products. These are also great for little kids, and there's no commitment to keep them for a long time. So that's it for my Disney packing video. I know this is not your typical Disney video, but I just wanted to show you that you don't have to go all out even if you're a fan. Having said that, I want to let everybody know that I do enjoy Disney videos, and if you make them, thank you so much. They do bring me a lot of comfort. I just also wanted to offer a lower key and still fun alternative. So whether you are taking a trip or not this holiday, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and the happiest New Year. And of course, I also wish you perfect days. Bye!